Let's learn about update strategy. Okay, today.
Yeah.
So what is update strategy? So as of now, we have created multiple mappings around. I think we have created around 4 to 5. Okay. So in that, what we have done, we are just loading the data into our target. That's it. Apart from that, are we doing anything? Are we updating the data, or are we deleting the data from our table?
No.
We are not doing the update. We are not deleting the data. Just we are doing the insert. Okay. So by using update strategy, so for insert, if you are not using update strategy, so let's go through the update strategy purpose first. Okay. So what update strategy will do? So it will mark the record. Okay. It will mark the record based on what you mention, in this transformation. Okay. Okay. So in the transformation, what are the different commands we have is dd insert, okay, dd update, dd delete, okay, and then dd reject. So insert is nothing but it will go and insert the data into your table. Insert the data into your table. Okay.
Yeah.
Update is nothing but
Get the data into.
It will update. Okay. So delete is nothing but
Deleting the data.
it will delete, not deleting the table. It will delete the data from your table.
Yeah.
Okay. Update the data in your table and delete the data from your table. Okay. What is reject?
When there is,
it will reject the data, means it won't go to your target. It will be rejected there itself. Means that record will be dropped. Okay.
Yeah.
Record will be dropped. Okay. So here the default operation, what is the default operation for us out of these 4?
dd insert.
dd insert is the default operation. So it don't need, if you are doing insert, okay, if you are doing insert, we need not to specifically use, we need not to use update strategy. Okay, that's what we are doing till now, right? Because we are not using any update strategy, but data is going and sitting in your target. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to apply any updates or any deletes, or if you want to reject any data, then you need to use update strategy. So update strategy purpose is to do these DML operations. You know about DML operations, right? What is DML? Data manipulation language. So when you are learning SQL, you learned about it, right? So which commands we'll call it as a DML commands?
Insert, update,
delete, because they are doing some changes to the data. That's the reason we are calling it as DML commands. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's do something. Okay. Yesterday, I think you're not there. We have created one update strategy transformation. Okay. We have used update strategy transformation. We have loaded the data into our target employee details. Okay. Let me open SQL developer. I'll show you.
Yeah, I have gone through the.
Okay, you have gone through the recording.
Yeah, already done this.
Okay, okay.
So I didn't get the recording, yesterday's recording.
Maybe it was uploaded somewhat late.
Okay.
No, it's updated in the morning. It's at the place.
Oh, then I just checked. I didn't get, sir.
In the group, it's
in the group. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's connect to this database and then let's try to see what we have here. Okay, here, what is our table name? Target underscore employee details. Okay, so in this, what we have employee ID, Ashok is there, software engineer, and these are the data, updated data and created data. Okay, now let's do something. Let's open the file. Okay, employee details file is there. Okay, so I'm opening that particular file. Okay, This is the data we have, right? So here, let's do something now. So we are trying to update the data. So yesterday we tried to insert the data, or we tried to update the data here. We tried to update the data. Okay. So let's try to, okay, let's try to insert the data, update the data, delete the data. Let's try to do all these operations. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, what we have Divya. Who are there earlier? Ashok, Samata, Divya.
Akhil, Vamshi.
Akhil is there, Vamsi,
Nagesh.
Any other?
Mamata.
So now for this, let's give 200, 800, okay, 100, okay, 600, 300, okay, is an intern, okay. So let's keep designation as blank here for one of the record, okay. And for 100, what we give?
Informatica developer.
Okay, Informatica developer, okay, talent developer, okay, and then senior software engineer, for example, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Or let's give what is this? Informatica developer. Okay. So we have this data. Okay. Now I'm saving it. Okay. And then go to your target. In your target, what you have? You have 2 records are already available. Ashok and Samata records are available. Okay. Ashok and Samata records are available. So for this, either we need to delete or update. We can't insert it because already there is a primary key on top of employee ID. If you are trying to insert the same record again, what will happen?
You'll fetch empty records for Ashok.
It will be rejected directly by the Informatica because you can't insert it, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't insert the data, right? Because it's a primary key. If you're trying to insert one more record into this table, which is with same employee ID, what will happen? It will not insert it. It will say like your constraint is violated. Your primary key constraint is violated. How you can check that? You can go to employee details table. Okay. Where is this? Here you have. If you go here, go to constraints. This constraint will fail. Okay. What is this constraint? A primary key. Primary key is there on top of employee ID. So employee ID should not be repeated. So if you're trying to insert the same record again, so employee ID will be repeated. So what will happen? It will reject the data. Okay. So now these two, let's explicitly reject the data from our side only. Okay. Instead of trying to insert it and Oracle will reject it. So in your Informatica also, you will get it as a rejected record. But let's directly reject the data here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for this one, let's try to insert it. Okay. And then for this 800, it is also, as we have null in designation, let's reject it. Okay. And for this, let's try to update. Okay. I'll tell you because delete we are reject we are already covering here, right? Let's try to update here. Let's try to delete here. Let's try to reject here. And all these are new records. So we have to insert the data. Okay. So here we should have some change, right? So for change, let's do something. Let's change it to 700. Okay. Why I'm inserting the data here? Because these are new records, right? All these are new records, right? And here I'm getting designation as null. That's the reason I want to reject it. Okay. And here this record is already there. So I want to update it. And this record is there. I want to delete it. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
So let's do that. Okay. We have our mapping. We have update strategy. But here, what we are doing as of now?
We are deleting the data.
We are just updating the data here. in the earlier transformation, we are just updating the data. Okay. So, but before that, now we need to identify which record we need to update, which record we need to delete. All right. We need to identify it because you are reading the data from your SQL employees. You're getting all of this information. Here, if you go to expression transformation, you are adding one more column, current timestamp. But are we identifying anything like it should be rejected or updated here?
No.
How can we do that? Now we have
No updates.
decided what should be the operation for each and every record. Now tell me, you will be getting these 7 records, right? Whenever you are reading the data from here.
Yeah.
So for all of those, let's try to implement the logic. So now we have to divide this data as an delete one. It should go to update. Okay. But first you need to separate these records into different sets, right? One delete group you need to have, update group you need to have, insert group you need to have, reject group you need to have. So which transformation we can use that? So now we want to divide this data into 4 different groups.
Sorter.
Which one?
Sorter.
Oh, no, I did not get it. What is that transformation?
Sorter transformation.
Sorter transformation. Sorter, what it will do? Sorter means it will sort the data.
Yeah.
But you need to have this delete as separate group and update as a separate group, insert as a separate group, like these 3 and this one.
Filter.
Yes. So let's go with the router. There you can group it, and for each and everything you can have a separate flow. Okay, for this group you have to insert it, for this group you have to delete it. You can do that. Okay. So we have added an audit column here. Okay. And then let's add the router. Okay. Let's add the router. Okay. For this router, now I'm removing these connections. Okay. How I'm doing it? I'm selecting all of these connections, right? I'm just dragging it, left click and drag it. All of these links will be selected. I'm removing it. Okay. Now I'm selecting these 2, then moving aside for now. Okay. So let me bring this. Okay. Let me bring this router transformation. And what I need to do? I need to connect all of these ports, right? I need to connect all of these ports. Now go to router, rename it. Okay. Give it as router. Okay. DML groups. Okay. This I'm renaming it with some meaningful name. Now go to groups. Now what you need to have? First one is the insert group. Okay. Insert. And the next one is
update.
So we need 4 groups. One is update. Okay. Other one is
delete. Reject.
And then reject. Okay. Now for insert, which one needs to be inserted?
Ashok.
Which one need to be inserted out of these?
Ashok, Vamshi.
1, 5. No, not 1. Divya. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yeah.
If it is in 3, 5, 6, 7, then we need to, what we need to do?
Insert.
We need to insert. So here you will have in functionality. Okay. In value to search, value 1. Okay. Value 2, value 3, returns 1. If the input is there, it is searching. Okay. What we have here? What choose is there, right? Okay. Okay. So string 1, string 2 we are giving, right? So let's go ahead with in how it will work. You'll come to know. Okay. Value to search. Which value we need to search? Where we need to search? In which port those values are there? In employee ID, right? In employee ID, we need to see what values we want to insert. 3, 5, 6, 7, right? 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. If it is in this, then we have to pass that data, right? Then validated, it is validated successfully, right? So we are checking if employee ID is 3 or 5 or 6 or 7. Okay. If it is matching with any of these values, then it has to go through this group. Okay.
Yeah.
So here indirectly you are checking, like in your SQL, you have like employee ID in 3567. That's how you will write it right here.
Yeah.
Employee ID in, okay, EMP ID in. Here we have only 2 records. For example, if you want to get this data, you will write it like this, right? Employee ID in 1, 2. Here, how you need to write? Just it will be some differentiation. First, you need to give the column in which you want to check for the values. Then you have to give the values 3, 5, 6, 7. So what it will do? In employee ID, it will check if we have any of these values. It is equivalent to your employee ID in these values like 1 or 2. It is equivalent to this command in SQL. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have validated, it is fine. For update, which one needs to be updated in your file? If
2.
employee ID equal to 2, right? Now here, which column we are referring? Employee ID equal to 2, right? Now validated, expression validated successfully. That means you are writing the condition here. Employee ID equal to 2. If it is 2, it will go here. Okay, it will come into update one. For delete one, what should be the one?
Employee ID is equal to
Employee
1.
ID equal to 1. Clear? So every time you have to validate your expression. And what is the reject one?
Employee ID is equal to 4.
Employee ID equal to 4, or you can give designation is null. Okay, designation is null. Okay, is null of, okay, is null of, if you give the value, this is also one of the function. Okay, is null of designation. If designation is null in your SQL, how you will write? If you have, if you want to say if some column is having null values, what you will do? If update date is null, this is how you will write, right?
Yeah.
For is null, for checking if any value is null, you will check like this. Okay. Or what you have this employees, right? Employee department is there. Earlier we have loaded one data into employees department, right? What is that? Employees department connected. Okay. Here we have object name. Okay. Apply. Employee department name unconnected. Okay. Here, if you go to department ID, you have null values right here. If you want to check only where department ID is null, this is how you will write. If you want to see where you have, if you want to check where the null values are available, you can check like this, right? So in the same way, we are checking here if the designation is null, not only here. If you are giving only this ID, it will check only for this one. But if any designation is coming as blank, I want to reject all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you are checking if it is null in the designation. This is how you need to write the syntax here. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Now validate it. It is passed successfully. Okay. And then apply it. Okay. Now you have how many groups are there?
4.
4 groups are there for you. Okay. Now this update strategy, whatever we have created earlier, it is having DD underscore update, right? So which one we need to link here?
Update.
Update group we need to link. Okay. Update group. Let's go ahead and add it till here. For current timestamp, we are linking current timestamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now, what you have to do? You have to insert the data, right?
Yeah.
So for inserting, you should have the target, right?
Yeah.
So now just add the target here. What is your target? Employee details. Target underscore employee details. Now here we are considering it as an insert. Can I directly link these to insert target? Can I directly link these things to target?
No.
What I need to do? You just want to insert the data into your target, na?
Yeah.
Do I need to use any transformation in between?
You're updating it.
So you can check what we have mentioned. For inserting the data, you need to have dd underscore insert, right?
Yeah.
But default operation is dd insert only. If we are not, so if we are using, if we want to insert the data, we need not to specifically use the update strategy, right? Because that's what we are doing now. For example, if we are going to other mappings, yeah, are we inserting the data into this table or are we doing any other operation?
You're just inserting.
Yeah, just inserting. So for inserting, are we using any update strategy here?
No.
No.
No. So here for inserting, it is not required. But if you want to update the data or delete the data or reject the data, update strategy is required because insert is a default operation. And here it is not a default operation. Update, delete, all of them are not default operations. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now for this one, we are giving it as directly we are linking. Or what you can do is you can remove it. Okay. You can add one more update strategy. Okay. Add one more update strategy. Add all of these which are inserts. Okay. Are inserts. And from here, link all of these to here.
Okay.
You can also do this. Okay.
Yeah.
You can also do this because it will work with the update strategy as well. And even if you don't give update strategy, it will work because insert is the default operation. Okay. dd underscore insert I'm giving. Then I'm applying this. Then press OK. Okay. Ashok, you have some doubt? Tell me.
No, I'm good.
You are good, right? So here, if you want to use it, you can use it. If you want to leave it, you can leave it. Okay. For insert, you need not to use the update strategy. But if you want to have it, you can have it. Okay. For now, let's go ahead and use it. And then in another one, we can directly connect it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have update, insert. What else you need?
Reject, delete.
Reject and delete you need. So for that, I need to take one more update strategy.
Yeah.
And then I need to take one more target. This is for, tell me, what I need to have here?
Delete.
Delete. So I have to give this name and I have to go to properties and then mention delete here. What I need to mention?
dd underscore
delete. Okay. Validate. It is passed successfully. Then press OK. Okay. And now what you need to do?
delete data.
From delete group, you need to link it here. Okay. So for deleting it, what you want to delete? For example, if you want to delete any data here from this table, okay, where the employee details is there, okay, you want to delete the data from this table where employee ID is 1. What you will do? Delete from
table name.
Target employee details. Okay, delete from target employee details where employee ID. Okay, employee ID equal to 1. This is what you will give, right? So you'll write this, one row will be deleted. I'm rolling it back, okay, so that you will get the data back. Okay, and then if you run the data, you will get the data. This is how you will write it, right? Are you checking like employee ID equal to 1 you are mentioning, or you are saying like employee ID equal to 1, name equal to Ashok, salary should be this, all of these things are you mentioning? No, right? Only just giving like Wherever employee ID is
Yeah.
1, just delete it. So here also, you can directly link, okay? You can directly link only this one. You need not to link all of this, okay? You need not to link all of this, okay? Clear? Because how you are doing in SQL, you have to do in the same way in Informatica as well. There will be no difference. Indirectly, it will write some SQL query only on top of it, okay? Because you're telling like wherever employee ID is coming from this group, for those employee IDs, just delete it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what else is remaining for us?
Reject.
Reject. So further, what I need to do? I have to take one more update strategy. Okay. And then one more target. Clear? So now you have to reject the data. And again, for rejecting also, what you need? You have to just link this. Okay. Just link this group, then link it here. Nothing is required. Okay. And here,
But
what you need
here
to
we
do?
are deleting with the designation,
Yeah.
right?
No, Ashok, I did not get you. Can you come again? Let me write this.
Here we're deleting with the designation, right?
Designation, but here you have all the ports, right?
Yeah.
That group is just you are filtering out the data. That's it.
Okay.
After filtering out the data, you will be getting only that data, right? You don't get any other data. Right? Here, now I did. You got it right. Till in properties, I'm giving DD reject. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Yes.
now what you're doing, you are applying the filter into this group. You will get only that one. Only the employees which are having designation as null. Right?
Yeah.
You don't get any other data here. Clear?
Yeah.
Arrange all iconic. Now you have this. Update, insert, delete, reject. All four you have. Okay. And now let's go to workflow and then try to do it. So one of the important thing that we need to remember, okay, when you are using this update strategy in session properties, okay, in session properties, you have a property called target, okay, treat target row size. I'll show you, okay. Once you go here, okay, connect to the repository, connect to your training folder, and already your what is this update strategy is there. So yesterday what I have done in the properties, what is this? Treat source row size. Okay. So what is that option? Treat source rows. That means whatever the records are coming from source, you are treating them as update earlier because you are just doing the update, right? Now we have to make sure that you are making it as data driven. So it should be, okay, should be mentioned as, okay, should be mentioned as data driven. Data driven in the sense, whatever you are mentioning for each and every record, you are marking them. Okay, this record needs to be updated. Here you are saying like this record needs to be inserted. It should be deleted. It should be rejected. That's how you are mentioning. So that is nothing but data driven. Okay.
Yeah.
This option needs to be changed. If you are normally creating any mapping, okay, I'm just canceling it. Okay. Now, if I'm discarding the changes, if you go to any other mapping, okay, whatever the sessions that we have created so far, everything was by default, it will come as treat source row size insert. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to go and change it to when you are using any update strategy, change it to data driven. Okay. Change it to data driven. Now go to employees. Okay. Now apply it. Now here I don't see any update strategies, right? I have many update strategies here, right? Why it is not reflected here?
We are not saving.
We have not refreshed. Okay. You have to right click and refresh the mapping. Okay. You have to right click and refresh the mapping. See here, nothing was modified, correctly it is saying. Okay. It is not reflecting.
We didn't save the data. We didn't save the data.
Oh, correct. Okay, let's go here. Let me save it. How you can save it? Go to repository, click on save. It is valid, right?
Yeah.
Is it valid? Right.
Yeah.
Now let's go here and refresh the map. Now it got refreshed.
Yeah.
Now double click it. Properties we have changed to data driven. Go to mapping. You got all the things.
Yeah.
Insert,
Yeah.
update, reject, delete, everything you got. Now you got the router as well. Okay. You got your targets. Okay. Now
Yeah.
it is normal. So everywhere you have to make sure that it is normal only. Okay. It should not be a bulk operation whenever you are loading the data into the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Now go and change it to normal. Now come down. Do I need to change anything here? Nothing.
No.
Okay. Everywhere we need not to change anything. So here, if you see, all the targets are like 1, 2, 3, right? So let's rename it with some meaningful name. Okay. Let's rename it
Yeah.
with some meaningful name in our designer. So what is this? What is this target for?
Update.
Update. So let's go here, rename it. Okay. The target name is same, but here we are doing update UPD. Okay. Then press OK.
Yeah.
For this one, let's write insert. Okay. Underscore insert. So we can easily understand by looking at the target table name only. Okay. Now for this
Yeah.
one, what we need to do?
Delete.
Delete. It's not going to make any difference, but for our readability purpose, we are just renaming it. Okay. Underscore did. What is this? Reject, right?
Reject. Yeah.
Reject. Okay. Apply. Okay. And then go and save it. Okay. It is valid. Now go to your map workflow. Refresh it
Refresh
again.
mapping.
Refreshed, right? Your
Yeah.
some changes are there. It is reflected. Now go and go here and then check it out. Now everything is changed here.
Yeah.
You can see update, insert, delete, right? So now let's close this one, because if you open this file, what will happen?
It gives error.
It gives error. So I'm closing it. Let's go and check if all the changes are there. Okay. All the changes are there. So all the changes are there properly, right? Whatever the data we have inserted, it is there, right?
Yeah.
Any doubts here?
No.
No.
No. Okay, I'm closing this because it will fail. Now I'm going into our workflow, pressing OK, and then save it, Control S. Then right click, start task.
Yes.
Now your monitor will be open. Okay, your session will be open. Double click on it. You can directly go here. It is succeeded. What is happening here? You got 7 records. Out of that, now you got the differentiation, right? If you give 1, 2, 3, you don't know what is insert, what is delete, right? Every time you have to go and check, okay, what is 1? Okay, 1 is nothing but update. Okay, come here and then check it out. But if you give the naming in a proper way, you can identify, okay, in delete flow, I got 1 record. In insert flow, I got 4 records. In reject flow, it is rejected, right? See here, the data is rejected rows, right? Got it?
Yeah.
Now update. In update flow, you got 1 record. Now let's go and check in our table what we have. Now Ashok record got deleted, right?
Yeah.
Ashok record got deleted, and Samatha record was changed to what it is. What is happened here for Samatha's record?
Updated
It
salary.
is okay. Let me go and check here. Okay, salary is salary updated here. Salary updated to 300, right?
Yeah.
Salary updated to 300 here, and then we got 3, 5, 6, 7, 200, 100, 600, 300. All of these got inserted, right?
Yeah.
Clear? And then what is happened here? Akhil record got rejected because department designation is
Null.
Null.
null. You got it now. Why we have null here in the update date?
We didn't did
We
add the
didn't
data to
link it. We didn't link it in the insert flow because at the time of insert, it is just we have created, right? There is no update happened, right?
Yeah.
There is no update happened. That's the reason we are just linking create date only. In case of update, what we do? We don't change the create date because if you change the create date, you'll think like that record is created at that time only. We will just update it. So that's the reason. If you see for Samatha record, it got inserted on 23rd. Okay. 23rd and 8 now. Okay. This is 22/5. Okay. Sorry. 2/5/23. Okay. May 2nd. And this was updated on May 3rd, 3/5/23. Got it? So with this, you can understand this record was created for the first time on May 2nd, but it was updated on May 3rd. Okay. There some change came, and that's the reason you see some update. That's the reason we'll use these audit columns. Got it? So null means it was created. That's it. No updates happened as of now. In the update date, if you see null means, what is the meaning?
we updated, created the date.
Now nothing was updated, just those were created. Okay.
Yeah.
Or sometimes what they will do is instead of populating it as null, you will populate it with the same date. So whenever create date and update date both are same, then we say like that record is created for the first time. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go here, okay, we have DD insert, update, delete, right? So you have to give all of this. What is the other way? There is 0. Okay. They'll mention it as 1, 2, 3. So 0 is nothing but DD underscore insert. So if you come here, if you are adding any update strategy by default, okay, I'm just adding one update strategy just to give you some idea. If you go here, go to properties, automatically 0 is coming, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So by default, these are DD insert. So you can give DD underscore insert, or you can give it as 0. So you can give it as DD underscore update, or you can mention directly 1, or DD underscore delete 2, DD underscore reject 3. So even if you give 0, it will refer as DD underscore insert. Okay. Got it? Both are same. Even if you are giving it as 0, it is indirectly equivalent to DD underscore insert only. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear? Or any doubts here? Any doubts here? Or
No.
you are not
We are
clear
good.
on this one, Garke? So everything is clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's go ahead. Okay. Let's remove this. It is not required. Okay. This update strategy is not required. Press Control S. Now it is valid. Now, if you go to monitor, this was run, right? There is a concept of log. So for each and everything, log will be there, right? You know log, right? It will track everything, what it is doing, right? Whenever any session is running, it will create the log. So how you can see the log? Session log. As it is a session, you can refer it as a session log related to this session. So you have to right click on that particular session. Okay, you have to select the session, right click on it. You will see the properties there. You will have session log, get session log. Okay, and here you can expand it. Here you will see. Okay, I'm just explaining about the session log. Okay, here you can see reader, writer. Okay, so if you see here reader, right? Reader is nothing but source. Okay, reader is nothing but reader in the sense like you are reading something. So from which one you will read it?
Source.
From source. So reader, whenever this thread is referring to reader means it is referring to source. So which source it is referring? See here.
Employer details.
Employee details. What source we have here? Employee details, right? Okay. Writer is nothing but
Oracle database.
writer is nothing but writing. You are writing something into the table. What do you call that as target? Okay. Writer refers to target. So here your writer thread started. Okay. In your writer thread, what is happening here? Target table. If you see, this target table employee details. It is SQL insert statement. Insert, right?
Yeah.
Here, how it is generating insert into target employees in the same way how you generate for your SQL query, right? If you see, you can copy paste this, okay? I'm just copy pasting this, okay? I'm copy pasting this into SQL developer, okay? Here, is it same as your SQL query? Insert into target employees. You are giving names, employee ID, name, salary, designation, update date, okay? Values, okay?
Yeah.
And now, if you go here, another SQL update statement, SQL delete statement. Is it creating all of this?
Yeah.
And now, if you go here, what is happening? Again, same thing, SQL insert statement. For each and every target, it is doing that. Okay. For each and every target, it is doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you see here, target employee details, SQL insert statement, update statement, delete statement. Okay. Again, for another target, you are having, so the thread is different. So this is referring to one target, 8124. Okay. Writer 8124. Okay. This is 8124. This is 8124. Again, if you come here, okay, specific queries will be generated. These are transformation again. So you got the difference, reader, writer thread. One more transformation thread will be there. Okay, where you will see transformation thread. So if you see here, transformation thread is also there. So it refers to transformation that are there in your mapping. These are the different transformations, right? Apart from source and target, this is source, this is target. Apart from that, you have these transformations. This transformation thread is related to that. Okay. Writer thread is related to
Target database.
target. Reader thread is related to
Source.
source. Okay. Now here, if you see, you are getting this update underscore reject. You have this transformation.
Yeah.
UPD underscore reject. So you have this transformation here, right? UPD underscore reject. So here it is referring to that one. Okay, it is referring to that. And what is the where the output is going for this one? It is going into reject, right? Target underscore employee details underscore reject. So it is tracking all of that information. Okay, from where I need to get the data and which data should go through this particular transformation and what is the target link it to that particular, what is the target linked to that particular transformation. You can see that, right? So this is linked to reject, right? And which record it is going over here? See here, row ID is 4, employee ID is 4, right? Employee ID 4 is what is happening for this one? It is rejected.
Yeah.
Okay, it is and it is finishing this transformation. And now if you come here, okay, if you come down, it is providing
Reject.
all the end-to-end data here. Here see, update, insert, delete, reject, right? So how many records are coming into the update flow? One record is coming and one record is applied and one record is affected. That means affected into target. Here for insert, you are getting 4 records and 4 records were inserted. For what is this? Delete, for delete, 1 record we got, 1 record is affected. And for reject, 1 record is came and 1 record is rejected. Okay, clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now if you come down, okay, this is runtime. I'll tell you more about that one afterwards. Okay, but these are like, this is how you will check for the logs. Okay.
Yeah.
And here, if you see, it is generating some delete as well, right? For each and every target, it is generating delete, update, and insert. Okay. Insert into target employee details, your values, and also delete. Okay. And update will have no effect because we are not doing anything here. Same way for each and every target, it will be generating these queries. Indirectly, what it is doing, if you see here, it is generating some SQL queries only.
Yeah.
You can see, right? It is generating some SQL queries only. Clear? If you see here, update statement, update employee details, set name, salary, designation, and update date, where employee ID equal to this one. Okay. How it is checking only employee ID, it has to do in the where clause. It has to update on the employee ID because we have mentioned it as a key. So whatever the column you mention it as a key, it will push them to where clause. Based on this particular column, it will update the data. Okay. So if you see the query, what is happening here? In the based on the employee ID, it is updating it, right? Based on the employee ID, it is updating the data. Clear? Based on employee ID, it is updating the data, right?
Yeah.
How it knows like, okay, it has to update based on the employee ID because you mentioned it as a key column. Okay, you mentioned it as a key column. That's the reason you can see here, right? Whenever you are mentioning it as a key, this key symbol will come. So your update statement will make use of the key columns to update the data. Clear? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, so you are clear with update strategy?
Yeah.
Okay, so in this update strategy, what are the other transformations also that we have used? We have used
Router
expression for
Router,
what?
expression.
Yes, router expression. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are getting an understanding of what are the different transformation, how we can use at least some idea.
Yeah.
And how to use them in different situations.
Yeah.
Okay then. That's it for today's session.